It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. As you can see, things have changed. Like literally just yesterday, I just moved some things around. It's pretty exciting, pretty cool, pretty good stuff. What else? What else? Oh, the lighting. Look at, wow. I got a ring light for Christmas, and I'm now using it 5 months later. Also, on that note, it's kind of difficult to look at the camera. Like, I have the ring light brightness all the way down. I think the video quality looks great. How do freaking these YouTubers do it? Like, this thing is freaking bright. I don't even have a big one. It's just like... Anyways, whatever. Maybe I need to just go full, like, music video. Play some epic music, Sean. That was probably epic and not something dumb. What else? Yeah, right now, home alone. My family's at my grandparents' house. My dad's out back mowing the lawn, so he might poop in it at one point. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We're in the thick of the COVID, of you know, of the lockdown and all that good stuff. None of that has really mattered to me, just because I work at the UPS store, and so, you know, I'm still just working. Anyways, anyone watching this already knows this. It doesn't matter. What did I really want to talk about today? Yeah, I wanted to talk about this video and this channel and my other channel, my podcast with Zach, everything we filmed, like all that stuff. I want to talk about all of it and pose the simple question of, does any of it matter? All the people who are super supportive in my life are at this moment screaming to themselves, yes, it matters because you made it. Some of my other friends are screaming, no, it doesn't. I'm kind of split in between, but I wanted to talk about each side of this. Society today is it's all online, it's all like social media, and it's very much get the likes, get the views. The higher the number, the better it is, the more important you are. Which obviously I don't necessarily agree with. And I don't think most people really believe that. But it is the way we work. Here I am trying to make a statement without actually planning ahead of time. So this is just going to be one of those ones that I think at the time is kind of deep, but upon watching it later, I'm not going to like it very much. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever. My average Spicy Nuggets and Smash Bros video gets about 5 views. The ones that have gotten higher were either made at the beginning when more people would watch, just because like they wanted to be supportive, or they were just like still interested at that point, or when we had on Nicole as a guest star, and she had all of her friends watch it. I think the average Pyramid Planet video outside of those, highest obviously was Lapras used Ice Beam due to clickbait, which was 1,000 views or so. The other ones like maybe 20, somewhere like that, right? And then like my channel, I don't know, you can look at it yourself. It's nothing crazy, which was never the purpose of it, right? I don't know how many people know how me and Corby started the YouTube channel, but it was basically something along the lines of, you want to just like make a video, and then it was like, yeah, and then we made a video, and we were like, let's start this channel. Basically, we came up with the name. That was the part that took the longest, was us deciding on the name Pyramid Planet, which in and of itself is an inside joke. Anyways, same thing happened with Spicy Nuggets and Smash Bros. It was literally just me and Zach at school, and we were like, sweet, like we that time we thought of the name first. We were just like, we bought Wendy's, we were walking past all these people playing Smash Bros. We were like, Spicy Nuggets and Smash Bros. And I was like, that's a good name for a podcast. And then I was like, should we do it? And we did. And so it was like, just that simple. Like, we started recording 2 days later, and then we never stopped. This channel is probably the only one that had at least any kind of deeper meaning to it, and that it was, you know, specifically made as like a goodbye gift for whatever that was worth. So what I've always said, and what I always believed and still believe, is that all of these things are not really for the viewers. Because if they were for the viewers, then like we'd be failing. Like we're just like, according to the way the world works, we'd be failing. There's not that many people watching. The only ones who do watch are our friends and like my girlfriend and my mom. Like, you know, it doesn't. It's people who are close to me and are just like, either want to show support or are just kind of going with the whole, I don't know what's going on inside Sean's head, so hopefully this will help me find out. Because I'm a poor communicator most of the time. This is for me. This channel, even when I was making it for you know, my family and my friends as I left on my mission, it was for me. It was a way for me to just talk and work things out. Doing videos with Corby, doing Pyramid Planet was always just like, let's have fun. Let's do some stuff this summer. Let's do stuff outside of just like our normal playing video games and whatever junk we would do. Like it was, let's create something. It doesn't even have to be good. It wasn't ever good. It was just something to do. We got all of our friends involved. We had fun filming. And then me and Corby slaved over editing for a few hours. Like, it was never that big of a deal, and it was just chill, and it was nice. Spicy Nugs and Smash Bros. Was the same thing. It was just me and Zach hanging out, talking about things. It became a way for me, and I think him as well, to be able to share ideas in an interesting place that we could also put out there, but it didn't really matter if anyone watched, because all we wanted to do was share them with someone. That brings me back to my original question of, does this matter? Because here I am in my bedroom in the dark with nothing but a ring light and like Zippy's light, you know, giving anything. It's just a dark room. I'm talking to a camera. I was thinking of doing a bit where I was playing my guitar and then turned my chair around and I was going to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't see you guys walk in. And then like reference that you guys are a camera. Does one kid sitting in a dark room talking to himself matter in the grand scheme of everything? And you know, that brings out, like, you know, much deeper questions I don't know if I really want to go into or if I even want to try to get into, but like, you know, the purpose of life. Does this planet of just like people on this world matter in the grand scheme of the infinite universe? Obviously, I hold beliefs that like these things do matter for different reasons, whether that's, you know, we are children of God, and or just like life matters and different things like that. I guess it's the question of, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is there to hear it, does it make a sound? Right? If you are crying out, that's the wrong term, makes it sound like it's for help, but like speaking out, but to no one, does it matter? Because, I mean, I'm making it very personally about me, just because I think I'm a good example, but there's, you know, I don't know how many YouTube channels. The YouTube analytics system is all about letting you see, like it recommends channels that have high numbers of views. So you're not, it's difficult to find new channels. It's difficult to find young channels because all of the ones that are getting recommended already have 1 million views or hundreds of thousands of views. So do they matter? All these small channels that are saying things or doing things, even if they're not like, you know, anything deep or profound, but they're just having fun with their friends or something, like, do they matter? And like, okay, so the obvious answer is yes. Because you take things out on that broad scale, and it suddenly becomes like, well, then in that case, nothing really matters. But we don't live on a broad scale as humanity. We don't, like, I live within the scale at this point, you know, with quarantine and stuff. I live on the scale of my house and the UPS store, and most people just live on the scale of like their house at this point, and maybe going outside and stuff like that, but like mostly it's just our lives, right? And some people around us, those few people who really matter, that you really take the time to care about and think about and all that good stuff. You can think of things on this grand scale. We don't usually live in that grand scale, and that's where the problem can come with like social media, because it opens you up to that grand scale. It lets you see, okay, there's someone with a YouTube channel over in Ukraine making videos that are basically just as lame as mine. I don't know, I'm just making that up off the top of my head. I don't really know. You get all the news from Facebook and all these things. You see other people posting things about their lives, and suddenly you realize how much is going on. And that's not a bad thing. It's very important, honestly, because it helps you break out of your own little bubble. But at the same time, your own little bubble is what makes all these little things matter. While my videos don't get a ton of views, they matter because they matter to me. And that's why also it doesn't matter how often I upload. The only person that it really matters that they're coming out is for me. So I can put them out as often or as not often as I want. Which is cool, because people who have those millions of views don't have that option as much. They need to be able to keep that up. The reason I'm thinking of this as well, once again, it's not just me like trying to pat myself on the back or anything like that. Although I guess it kind of is. But it's also how many musicians and artists and actors and all these things are out there who are just small, doing things on a very small scale, and I think a lot of them want that big success. And they want this big, grandiose success, and maybe they won't get it. Does that mean what they've done doesn't matter? And even if they've literally not touched anyone or made someone laugh or whatever they're going for, even if they've never achieved what they wanted with it, I think it still matters just by the effort they put in. I guess it's just like, I'm just basically saying in a really long way what Brandon Sanderson said in The Way of Kings, which is journey before destination. You know, just, I mean, it's a cliche, but it's just true. We get so hung up on the numbers and the growth and the bigger picture that we forget the little things going on every day. And those matter just as much. Because without those little things, you wouldn't have the bigger picture. A big picture is made up of all the little things. And you remove one of those little things, and that picture, while it may appear the same, is no longer the same.